You're going to see some things. You're going to see some black eyes. You're going to see some visions. You're going to see some angels. You're going to see some spirits. You're going to see some things, especially when you go through trauma, because now when you go through trauma, there's almost like the natural realm and the supernatural have collided. Before you went through trauma, you didn't know. Oh, that's good, God. You didn't know about the supernatural realm so much. But when you go through trauma, it awakens you to that demons and spirituality is real. The spirit, it awakens you that the spiritual realm is real. So now your two worlds have collided. That's good, God. I don't know if they're listening. I feel like Solomon, I don't know if they're listening. Because that's good. You ain't getting this. You ain't getting this. You a lie. You ain't getting this nowhere else. Do you understand me? But your worlds have collided. The natural and the supernatural realms have now collided. And now it's almost like you're between two planes. Because you are almost. And so now you're going to begin to see visions and dreams. And if you talk to the wrong people, they're going to lock you up. If you talk to the wrong people, some dreams and visions God gives you to warn you of what's going to happen. Or when you have dreams and visions, you got to really pay attention to it. Do you understand me? Because what happens in the supernatural happens first. What happens in the spiritual realm happens first before it manifests in the natural. And the very thing that you are trying to sedate, God is trying to warn you from. It's a reason why you have those dreams, prophet or prophetic person. It's a reason. But if you don't understand that, and your parents don't understand why you see dreams and you have visions and you see angels and you see spirits, the very thing that God is trying to use you for, your parents and people around you will try to sedate. You're an ineffective prophet, a prophetic person when you're under sedation. God says, be sober-minded, be vigilant, be sober-minded, be vigilant. You have an enemy rowing to and fro, but how can you war against demons when you sitting in their house like Miss Silly at the dinner table? Or Miss Sophia, now you sedated. Now, listen, now people think you're crazy. Now your testimony is tainted, which is the very thing the narcissist wanted to do, is to prove that you're a crazy, that you're out of your mind. Do you understand me? Yes, you're going to have visions. Yes, you are going to have dreams. God is trying to warn you. Some of you need to get off the sedation and face the pain. So heal it, so feel it, so that you can heal it and that you can become an effective vessel for God. And you won't be sitting at the dinner table about to lose your mind up in here, up in here. Do you understand me? Yes, you're going to have visions. Most of you have visions since you were a child. And your child comes to you, Mommy, I'm having a dream. Or you went to your, Mommy, I'm having a dream. What they tell you, go drink some water, go have some milk. I just had a dream. Children are more sensitive to the spiritual realm than adults. And this is why the enemy wants to pervert that innocence at a young age, so that now that child is not believed. Now that child, the sensitive child that is there to warn the whole entire bloodline, the child that is the repairer of the breach, is the one that the enemy is going to run after the most. Because they're the ones that have been chosen to be a chain breaker for that family. They have been marked in the realm of the spirit, and a spirit of Herod has come to steal the star of you, has come to steal the star of your children and your future children. So you got to be on guard. No, don't just tell your child when they have a bad dream, Mommy, come check under my bed. Daddy, come check in my bed. No, Mommy and Daddy, let's go to war. What do you see? What did you see? What did you see? But the problem is parents aren't even equipped in spiritual warfare. So they taking them to the doctor. Children start acting out, autism, all of that can be healed. Do you understand me? But they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Because then if they feel like something wrong with it, you got to lay it on the altar. Do you understand me? So you're going to start seeing things. If you haven't already, start seeing things. Most of us start dreaming and seeing things at or hear or whatever you're feeling at an early age, whatever your five senses, whatever your programming, whatever your prophetic act, or how you're wired, your prophetic technology is, whatever your prophetic technology is, was already in you when you were a child. And so however God has called you to operate, the enemy attacks your very prophetic technology, whatever it is, the enemy attacks that at a young age. So if you're a hearer, the enemy wants you to hear the enemy's voice in your head. Ask me how I know. The enemy wants to put his thoughts. So that now you don't know the enemy's voice from God's voice in your head. It makes you an ineffective weapon. So you got to counteract that with the word of God. It is written. You got to put the word of God on that demon. So if you're a seer, the enemy wants to taint that and have you seeing all kind of crazy, have you hallucinating. Don't you know there are a lot of people on street corners that are prophets and prophetic that have been initiated into witchcraft because of trauma? They see things. And they're supposed to use that weapon for the kingdom of heaven, but they're weapons for the kingdom of darkness. I know I'm teaching up in here. Somebody will get it. Somebody will get it. Somebody will get it. God bless you.